Good day, sunshine. Do, 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 do. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Boats, boats, boats everywhere. Hi, Spirit. Hi, Jamie. Good morning. I want to talk to you about sunshine, actually. Funny you should say that, Jamie. Well, I was just singing Good Day, Sunshine. I'm realizing a very and frightening, and I don't say frightening in the sense that I am frightened, but because I don't have any fear because of my faith. Good morning, Linda. However, I did come to a disturbing realization just this morning that humanity is in great danger and has been for many, many decades, I think my entire life, actually. And one of the reasons that I think this, and I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but the suppression of sunlight in our lives. We are literally told that the sun is a dangerous laser in the sky that's trying to kill us, trying to burn us, give us cancer, make us sick. Couldn't be further from the truth. And I know this because, am I really glitching, Spirit? You guys let me know. If one person says I'm glitching, I want you all to say if you're glitching or not. I need to know these things. Because one person, it's you, and when it's all of you, it's me. So you gotta help me out here. Okay? If everybody starts to glitch, then you guys gotta tell me. But if only one person says it, I can't really take it seriously, I'm not saying don't say it. I'm just saying if it's only one person, I don't think it's real. Okay, so anyway, Jamie, that's why we need to stand united. We need to be warriors. But not just that, Jamie, we need to stop. Okay, I am glitching. Ah, great. How about now? I have more bars. I have like 3 bars right now. That's not bad. Look how beautiful. Look at that beautiful sunlight. Sunlight to me is the most beautiful thing I can see when I open my eyes in the morning. Am I still glitching? It's okay. Okay, thank you. Even if one of you is having a good experience with the video, then it isn't me. Then it's you. Good morning, everybody. I took my sunglasses off because I want to feel the sun on my face. I want the cones in my eyes to get as much sunlight as they can, even though it's really bright. And it hurts a little bit. But love hurts. I'm myself out here with all the boats. Oh, Jamie, you're so sweet. But I am thinking, actually, I was listening to a podcast. This guy, was called a vitamin D expert. You can look it up on YouTube. It's there. There's that oh man, I forget his name. That British guy, he does all those interviews, fascinating interviews. He is wonderful. Anyway, he was interviewing this guy about vitamin D and sunlight. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, my entire life, I have been a sun seeker. Like, to me, it's kind of all about the sun. I love the sun so much, and I always want to be in the sun. I remember being a little girl, and my parents would take us to the beach, and I would run up to the sand. I didn't even need a towel or anything. I would just run to the sand and just lay in the sand, wanting sun, just soaking it up. And then I think it was the late 70s. not even the 80s yet. And they came out with sunscreen, a chemical in order to lessen the sun that you get. Believing, and I'm gonna put my sunglasses on just so I can see you, and I can't even talk that long because the sun is so bright and it's not good for the iPhone. And that's okay, it's good for me. Sunshine, come away today. I don't know, I don't remember the words. Anyway, so the magnificent sun, and we're told that it's a killer. And we're told to stop going out in the sun. And what was the first thing they told us during COVID? Can I say it now? Did I still have to call it the Schmid? I don't know. But they told everybody to lock down, to stay inside, to not go out. And it was so bad that they even had like crime scene tape at the playground in Fort Lauderdale, at least. I saw that. The playground had that yellow danger tape all around it, like it was a crime scene. Remember that? Yeah. Sunglasses. Yeah, poison you at the same time. Exactly, Spirit. Not only do they not want you to have the one thing that gives you life, but they want you to have chemicals seeping into your body, poisoning you. Exactly right. So another thing also that they, and who is they? Is there something that's not human that has done this to us? Are we ruled by some kind of entities out there? And I don't know, because my life is about God. And you know, the other thing we're told is that you can't fast. Remember when we were kids and we were told that if you didn't eat for 3 days, you'd die? Remember that? I do, because I tested it out many times. It's not true. All that doom and gloom stuff about the sun and about fresh air, you know, really little, everyone said fresh air was good for you. And then it was all stay indoors. It's polluted out there. I got to walk back to the car because I'm still driving. I'm actually driving to Daytona Beach. I thought my friends lived in Jacksonville, but they live in Daytona Beach. So there's that. Hey, Michael. Anyway, God told me to take a break here, and I'm not really even sure why, but I thought this is a beautiful place to do a beach report. It's beachy. Oh, did somebody try to think you saved me from them? Good morning, Sheila. You know, sometimes with my show and the trolls and the haters who come on, and I don't like to have to address them because I'd much rather talk to you people who do really love me and know who I am and know what I'm doing here. And thank you, Michael, but be safe. Safety is an illusion. And you might say be safe to other people, but please don't say it to me. And I'm not putting you down. I know that you're kind and that you just want to be nice, and that's okay. But to me, you know, be safe to me means don't take any risks. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go out there and live. Be safe to me means don't take risks. And I don't live that way. Good morning. I'm surprised there aren't more boaters out here in the early morning. It's not even that early. It's 8:18. Come on, people. Anyway, I love that you want me to be safe. But that's not my wish for myself. Because I feel very safe because of my faith. I always feel like God is keeping me safe because he wants me to talk to you guys and show you that life is not all about toiling away at a job that you hate. Situational awareness. Thank you. Okay, so Michael's military, so he does understand that you do have to be aware of your surroundings and keep your head on a swivel, and that is very true. That is very, very true. And sometimes I do get what I'm doing and maybe not paying enough attention. Yes, risk assessment and all that. And that's probably why I have people like Michael in my life, because it's hard for me to be afraid of anything. Not afraid, but and not even cautious. It's just, to me, I'm just doing what God tells me to do. And he told me to stop here, and I don't even know why, but here I am. I've stopped here. And I'm doing my beach report, and it's perfect. Sure. Good morning. And I wonder if one of the reasons that I stopped here could be because when I got out of the car, I had a very strange feeling, like lightheaded, almost like I was going to pass out, which was really weird. You know, on occasion, I don't normally ever feel like that, but down. So I'm not sure why that happened, but I feel fine. But it was like God told me to come here, so here I am, God. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because he wanted me to do a beach report right now, and you guys, Georgetown, South Carolina, which is absolutely beautiful. But I was listening to this podcast in the car about vitamin D and sunlight, and it occurred to me so hard that our society is actively discouraged from getting full on sunlight. Yes, exactly, Michael. I am in the best hands, for sure. And he also, sends people like you to me to make sure that I'm okay. We all work together in this world. I'm not an island unto myself. I'm part of everybody. And I have a message for you, and the message is get yourself into the sun. Here's the thing. Remember the sailors on the ships, and they didn't have enough vitamin C. Oh, yeah, I think it was vitamin C. And they got scurvy. Is that vitamin C deficiency? Anyway, they didn't have the right kind of foods on the ship, and they had a vitamin deficiency. So I'm thinking vitamin D, the sunlight, is the scurvy of our world, of our generation. I will be back in Pennsylvania next month, at the end of the month, Jamie. So let's make a real plan. But oh my gosh, Spirit Good One puts a whole new perspective on the term the sun equals the sun. Yeah. And the more that I think about it, and the more that I hear, the more grateful I am that I never listened to those people who told me to get out of the sun. And the sun will give you cancer, and the sun will do this to you, and the sun is going to age you terribly. Stop going in the sun. Look at me, you guys. I take a sun bath every day that I can. I obviously can't do it every single day. And I've been traveling, and if I'm traveling like this, I will at least go outside and get my sunlight. To me, it is my vitamin. It's something that I need. Not everybody can get sunlight the way that I can, because I live in Florida, because I live in the Sunshine State. And that's by design. I migrated to Florida, to South Florida, on purpose, because of the sun. And of the sun. Good morning.
Morning.
Everyone's excited to go on a boat today. Finally, people are starting to show up to go on their boats. How much fun. I'm not in a boat, I'm in a car, and that's okay too. Although one of these days, you will see me on a boat. There's actually that group, Sailing Singles. They want me to join them so badly. They're such nice people. But it's kind of hard for me to be a joiner of anything, because I am all over the place. And I like it that way. I like to be all over the place. There's Vicky. Good morning, Vicky. Yes, God has his hands on me super hard. Anyway, I believe that all of y'all need to get in the sun. And if you can't, there are actually companies that sell these masks that have like UV light in them and stuff. Hi, Asasco. I don't need that. If you have enough sunlight, don't get any. Don't buy anything. Okay. Here on the Beach Report, if I'm going to sell you something, it's going to be something I made. It's going to be a book. It's going to be a beach bag, T-shirt, something of the Beach Report. I see people, actually, this podcast that I was watching was selling these infrared masks. But I'm here to tell you that health is free. Sunlight is free. And another thing that's free is fasting. Fasting is free. Would they tell you, oh my God, you can't not eat, you're gonna die? Well, no, you're gonna not purchase any food. You're not gonna spend any consumer dollars on eating anything, or washing dishes, or wasting any kind of time on food preparation or shopping, as well as all of the plastic that comes with that. That's another thing I think is horrible in this today's society. Plastic. I'm surrounded by plastic. I'm like right here, and I'm on this beautiful pier, and it's made of wood. But what's in front of me? Stupid plastic garbage can. And what's on top of the wood? Plastic. I know it's for cutting fish. Ooh, what's this? Alligators live here. They eat fish, turtles, and other small animals. Large alligators, however, occasionally catch larger animals such as raccoons, deer, and dogs. However, they are protected under SC Regulation 123-151, and it is illegal to feed alligators. And that includes throwing fish or fish parts into the water. You do that, the gators are coming. Never approach them, no matter how big or small, because they move fast. Keep your pets on a leash and away from the water. Because alligator, a splashy noise. So, as I would always ask my husband, baby, you think there's gators in this water? He would say, baby, if there's water, there's gators. So, there's gators in that water. I don't see them right now, but they're in there. That's the thing about gators. You never can see them until you can. When you see them, then you definitely see them. And at night, they've got these glowy eyes. Good morning, Larry. Beautiful and amen to God's gift of sunshine. I am in Georgetown, South Carolina. I barely know where I am, Asasco. I've never been here before, but God told me to stop here, and I'm stopping here. So, no, Larry, nobody wants gators by them. However, if we see them off of this bridge, we'll be perfectly safe, and we'll be able to observe them in the wild, which is what I love, because they live here, and this is their land. This is their place. You can't get mad at the gators for being gators. I love the gators. I don't want to play with them. I don't want to touch them. I don't want to kiss them. I don't want anything to do with them physically. I just want to see them in the wild, being wild gators. I actually don't even like to see animals in zoos or anything. I used to love the zoo, and I used to take my children to the zoo every flippin' chance I got. I actually had a pass to the zoo when my kids were little, because I do believe that the zoo is a wonderful place for children to learn how to love animals. And that's exactly how my husband Ray learned to become an animal wrangler, because his family always went to the zoo every Friday for Sabbath. They were Jewish, but they didn't even know it, because they were in communist Cuba. So the best way for them to be Jewish was to be with other Jewish people, whether or not they were worshiping God in their own way, with family, with friends, and surrounded by the animals. And that is where Ray learned to love the animals so much that it became his whole life's work. So I'm working on his book right now. So I'm probably going to talk about Ray more than I ever did since he passed away. Okay, Jamie wants me to sing a song. Here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are blue. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. That's a sad song, and it's about don't take my sunshine away, because sunshine is life. It's life. It is what it is. Please don't take my sunshine away. You know, and what did Bill Gates want to do? He wanted to block out the sun. Who the heck is that dude working for? You know what I mean? No, seriously. Think about it. Think about it.
Some tourist here.
Hi guys. It's okay. We're on the Beach Report on YouTube. Check it out. Why not, right? Thanks for doing that, Spirit. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. Now think about that. Think about all the songs we sing about the sun and how much we love the sun and how much we want the sun in our lives. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. I think we're singing about sunshine. Sunshine, come away today. I don't know what she's thinking. Since money's gonna run my life, I'm making up the words. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. But it's free. It's free. Have you noticed that everything free, like sunshine and fasting, they don't want you to know about and they don't want you to do it? What does that tell you? We're living in this world, some call it a matrix, some call it I don't know, it's a movie. But we are in the era of the Great Awakening. And also, think about gold. What color is gold? Isn't it the color of the sun? Hi, Ashley. Hey, Texas. So I think we're in the golden era, which means we're also in the sunshine era. And it's the Truman Show for sure, Reggie. And I am currently starring as Truman. But that's okay because I know. Truman didn't know. But I do. And I do believe that my entire life has been spent trying to break out of this system that we live in. And that's why some people hate me so much. Because they're trapped in the system and they don't know how to break out of it. So when they see me living free, they get angry. Hey, Lickby, I lived in Switzerland for 10 years, not going back to Europe. No. I find the Europeans to be even more closed-minded than the Americans. Honestly, in a lot of ways, y'all need to kind of, well, I want to say grow up, but I say act like humans. Act like humans who understand that this world was made for us and we are the rulers of it. And that there might be something else going on here trying to tell us to don't go in the sun. No. It's really bad for you. Eat all this food we made for you. Oh yeah, those chemicals, don't worry about those. They won't hurt you. Things they do make us sick and weak. And I have eschewed all that my entire life. I've always been a sun worshiper. And I haven't ever, I don't like eating. I don't. People are always like, oh, go to this restaurant, go to that restaurant. I don't trust restaurants, honestly. I trust what I do. Even the grocery store. You don't know what you're going to get there. I'd rather go to a farm market. I'd rather eat nothing than eat poison. And you know, that's why I moved to Switzerland for 10 years, because of the poison in the food here in America. And I don't want to raise my babies here. So, oh, Ashley, what's the news? Go ahead, tell us all. Tell us the exciting news. Can't wait. I'm drinking cold water right now too. Usually I have coffee, but sometimes I think you need to, I always have the same coffee. You can't just do the same things every day. You guys shake it up. Because you don't know, that coffee that you're drinking or that I'm drinking every day, it might be hurting me. I don't know. So I'll stop drinking it for a while and see if I feel good or if I miss it or. Always experiment with yourself. Be your own great experiment. Well, Ashley's taking a break, I guess. Spirit wants to change it to the intended creation. Oh, Ashley's pregnant. Oh, Ashley, that is exciting news. And it's exciting for everyone because new babies mean new life and new people who might be able to help us save the world. Yeah, I'm so happy for you, Ashley. I think that's wonderful. I think there's actually nothing better than becoming a mom and bringing new people into the world, into the universe. Yeah, what's your due date? That's super great. Make sure you go out and get lots of sunshine, Ashley. Make sure that you don't overdose on the iron that they all tell you to take. You know how they start pushing iron on you the second you get pregnant? Be wary of that. I mean, I took it, the folic acid and the iron. I know there's all these vitamins they're going to want you to take, but I think that's food. So eat really well, Ashley. Please make it a mission to get fresh fruits and vegetables. Eat lots of meat, grass-fed beef, organic, as best you can. What you eat and drink right now is going to make a difference in your baby's life for the rest of their lives. And I know this is true too because I had my babies in Switzerland where my children and me did eat fresh food all the time. I don't know if it's the same in Switzerland anymore because I saw the bad food encroaching on that country when I lived there in the 90s. But when I lived there, it was a very pure place to have children. Oh, sometime in April. Oh, you just found out. That's awesome. We're so happy for you, Ashley. And I hope you'll keep coming on the beach report and giving us updates about your little strawberry turning into a little peach, turning into a little, they always say the different sizes that the fetus is as it grows. So, and let us know when you find out if it's a boy or a girl. I had to know because I don't like surprises. So I had to know if I was having boys or girls. And the doctor was always right with that prediction. First time I found out I was having a girl. And the second time I found out I was having a boy. When I found out I was having a boy, I cried. I was scared. I had every right to be. It's okay. He's a man now. But you know what? It should be difficult to raise men. Because men need to learn a lot of things and women can't teach them. Every man needs a father. I truly believe that. Women can't raise men and men can't raise women. You do it together, You really do need two parents, a man and a woman. They contributed to the DNA. And that's the other thing they tried to take away from us, the nuclear family. Hi, Sooner. Good morning to you. They did a lot of things, and it's they. I don't know who they are. Oh, look, right now, they're causing chemtrails over South Carolina. Look at that. See that chemtrail? Well, maybe I don't know if it's a chemtrail. I can't say for sure, but I think the evidence is whether it stays white or if it dissipates quickly. Because if it's just mist from the plane, then it should go away really fast. And the top of it's gone away, and the bottom of it's, I don't know, being made right now. Maybe it's just weird when I see lines come down like that. It doesn't look right. Laura thinks it's a chemtrail. Oh boy. You can't get near meat and my husband. Oh, Ashley. Yeah, girl, I know. Your body will tell you what to do, and it might make you sick a lot. I had morning sickness the entire time that I was pregnant, basically. So, yeah, watch it start up again. It's so disturbing, isn't it? I want to look at the chemtrail. It just makes me depressed. No, that's hard to make me depressed. And that's another thing. A lot of Americans, they suffer from depression. And it's something I can never understand myself because I don't even know what it is to be depressed. I know what it is to be sad. I know what it is to have, problems in your life and to be upset about that and to try to fix them or whatever. But depression, it's not in my wheelhouse. And I think that one of the reasons that I don't ever suffer from depression is because of the sunlight that I get. And I really am a sun worshiper. I mean, I worship God, but I worship the sun, his son, and the sun. I mean, to me, it's all the same thing, He's in heaven, so I look up and there he is. That might be a clue, too, that the sun is more important than, if God lives in heaven, then you have to look up to heaven, and that's where the sun is. Hello, Newcastle, England. Hi, Mark. Good to see you, my friend. We do have a nice group chat today, and I'm so, I would like to hang out here all day long. Maybe that's why God made me stop here. I don't know why he does the things he does, but I just know that when he does them, he's right. And I live on God's time. And sometimes I need to be reminded of that. But if God says stop here and do a beach report, I'm going to stop here and do a beach report. And maybe I did it because Ashley wanted to tell the whole world that she's going to have a baby. I don't know. I don't know why, but here I am. And it's a glorious, beautiful day. And the gators are in this water. I think this is called the Little PD River. PD. P-E-D-E-E-E-E. All right, scan the sky again. You got it. You got it, Spirit. Oh, there's even more. Look, they're everywhere. Good Lord. Good morning.
You doing a documentary?
No, not really. I'm doing a live show. If you want to say hi to the whole world, you can.
Well, we can.
You can. Look here. Look, there's only 19 people watching, but say hello.
Sure. Hello.
What are you doing out here?
We're having the Real Kid Tournament, the Blue Water Fish Club.
Oh, you're gonna catch some big fish today.
Yeah, we furnish all the boats, and we take all the kids out and go fishing here at Georgetown. We do it annually. This is our 22nd year of doing this.
So this is a big deal.
This is a big deal. We got a big tent in the parking lot.
Wow.
Boiled peanuts, the whole deal.
Yeah,
wow.
Hot dogs, hamburgers for lunch.
I love it. Well, you can tell everyone to come on down to Georgetown. Sorry, Georgetown, South Carolina.
Yeah, come down to Georgetown, South Carolina, and bring your kids. The kids from 16 under can participate in the tournament. We give away awards and the whole shebang around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Weigh-in starts at 3. We're going to have a good time today.
That's fantastic. Thank you guys for telling everybody.
Yep, take care.
All right, bye. So maybe that's the reason someone needs to come to the fishing tournament. Now they know about it. Oh, this is Ashley's first baby. Oh, Ashley, I'm so happy for you. And you're right, Laura. God is woven into our DNA. Well, that was amazing to meet those men. They were so sweet. And you never know who we're going to meet on the beach report. But yeah, let me scan the sky one more time. So, yeah, the trails are not dissipating. And there they are. Yeah, they have a pattern. Yes. Who is it who thinks that messing with the weather is fun? Who is it who wants to block out the sunshine? Who is it who engineers the DNA of mosquitoes and sends them into the Everglades? Here's another fact that I'm learning. Did you hear those birds, the bird calls? Did you know that hearing birds is so good for you because it actually lets your brain and your limbic system know, good morning, that you are safe. And feeling safe is so important to us humans because when we feel like we get stressed. Body sends the stress hormones and makes us do stupid things, you know? Stress and fear, it doesn't make you smarter. It makes you desperate and afraid. And when you're desperate and afraid, you do stupid things. Yeah, it's a grid. Oh, God. I am leaving. I'm leaving right now, Spirit. Seeing that, I hope they have a wonderful fishing tournament, and that's great, but I don't want to hang out with that grid over above everyone's head. So, let's see, what was this? Yes, you're very blessed, Ashley, and your baby will be very blessed also, and that's the most important right now. Stay close to the beach report, Ashley, because you have a family here, and we are now all invested in your baby. You know, I'm going to be 60 this year, as I keep reminding everyone, but I'm going to have a big birthday party. I want everybody to come, except Ashley, you just sit this one out. No, I'm joking. You could come too. Yeah, November, you won't be that pregnant. Anyway, what was my point? God bless the USA. If tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, and if I had to start again, just my children in my life, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, because the flags still stay. The beach report's having a baby, I love it. And they can't. And that was my point, Reggie, is exactly that. That I want to be a grandma so bad, but it'll happen on God's time when I actually am a grandma with my actual grandchildren. But you know, as an adopted child, we welcome all the babies. We love the babies the most. So yeah, the beach report's having a baby, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. Shut up, Jamie, and sing. God bless the USA. No, I'm kidding, Jamie. I'm so excited for you, your third grandchild. That's wonderful. That is so great. I'm so happy for all the new babies coming. So the beach report is going to be grandparents too. Hey, Ginger! Happy Sabbath. That's right, it is the Sabbath. I love you guys. I'm so glad there's no trolls on today and just my wonderful friends. It makes me so happy. Ashley, get a real silver spoon for baby to teeth on and use as a pacifier. You know, Ashley, really keep close to the Beach Report because you will get some awesome advice from a lot of old moms. Microscopic silver ions absorbed in mucosal tissue will give a fabulous immune system. Gosh, I love it. Her name is Rami. I love it. How cute. Ashley, do you have any names in mind? We can help you. And again, now this always needs to be said to the new mother. You're going to get a lot of advice, and take what you want and leave what you don't. That's all. Everybody's going to want to help you. I know I want to help you. I want to tell you to make your own baby food. Seriously, that's what I did. Not a lot of people have the patience to do that, but it has resulted in my 2 children are not obese and they are very healthy. So I'm just going to, for what it's worth, consider making your own baby food. And what you do is you get ice cube trays. Make sure they're metal and not plastic. Get ice cube trays. And then you make, like, you just puree things. That's all you have to do. Puree at first when the baby's 4 months old. And I know it's really early for you on this one, but seriously, you have to think about stuff like this, you know, what you're going to feed your baby, because buying the baby food that they sell in the store, don't do it. And if you can possibly breastfeed, please do that too. I hated it. It was disgusting, but it worked. You know, and you always have food for your baby, so there's that. Yeah, you puree all the baby food. You puree everything. Like, you start with really easy things like bananas and make sure they're organic. You always also have to be concerned about the fruit that you buy. But anyway, you just puree it, and then you can put it in the freezer. And when it's time for a meal, you just pop out a little cube and you put it in a dish and you feed your baby. That's how it works. During the Black Plague, the wealthy were instructed by doctors to give babies silver spoons, and that's how they survived. It also comes from the term blue bloods. Wow, that is neat. And I think every baby should have a silver spoon. Born with a silver spoon means that you were born and raised well, doesn't it? Makes a lot of sense. Heather for a girl and Peter for a boy. I love it. Those are great names. That's awesome. Okay, so we can't wait for Heather or Peter to let us know. Oi, every 2-hour feeding of twins will forever be in my mind. My cousin had a difficult birth, and I took care of the twins for 3 months. And I'm sure that you don't regret a minute of it, right? You know, that's the other thing about babies. Please take every second with your baby. If you don't want to leave your baby for the first year, like even for a minute, then don't. I know they say moms need rest, and you do, and you might need somebody to be there with you when you rest. But don't ever go away from your baby. Don't forget that the first few years of your baby's life is so much more important than even you know. And being with your baby is the most important thing. So that's also why I feel very sorry for mothers who work and put their babies in daycare. I don't think you should do that until it's time to socialize your baby. Don't put little babies in daycare. I know I'm being like, don't do this and don't do that, but I think it means a lot. I think babies need their moms. That's just the way it is. All right, there's always rude people on here. So, you know, do you talk that way to your sister or your mom, Mark? You're a jerk. You know, seriously, get a life. Somebody kick him off. Gretchen! I'm on my way. All right, you guys. Now I see Gretchen and I gotta go. Thank you, Mark. Don't be a jerk, okay? Come on the show and be respectful to me. I'm not disrespectful to anybody. I'm trying to help you all. I want you all to learn that you don't have to live in the darkness. And the light will definitely set you free. Yeah, don't let anyone else be alone with your baby until they can talk. That is such good advice. 100% agree. All right, you guys, I'm going to say ciao for now. And I love how Mark just censored himself. Good job. All right, I got to go. I got to get down to Daytona. All right, you guys, ciao for now. I'll come back, maybe. We'll see. If you're lucky, it might happen. Anyway, we're on the beach report, so you never know what's going to happen. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And get out in the sunshine. Just 15 minutes. That's all. 15 minutes a day could be enough to save your life.